Let us continue our discussion in designing deterministic finite automaton for this language. It is set of strings over 0, 1 ending with this pattern 0, 1, 1. Remember, the simplest string or the base string is 0, 1, 1. With that, you start exploring other strings. Suppose you are designing an automaton to accept just this, then you would design like this: 0, 1, 1. Okay. Now, anything below is not possible. So this itself tells you that for this string to get accepted, we need 4 states. Now what I will do, keeping this as the base, let me try filling other transitions so that other elements of this set or other strings having this property are captured. If that is done, then you naturally obtain a minimum DFA. It is easy to argue that it is indeed a minimum DFA. So always what you do, you list set of strings and focus on the base string, the simplest string that is part of this, and construct an automaton to accept that. Then all other strings you try filling it up through this. Okay. Now one can read any number of ones before reading a 0. So let me loop through this. Remember, on 0 you can have only one transition because it is deterministic. Similarly, on 1 you can have only one transition. So Q0 comma 0 goes to Q1 and Q0 comma 1 is Q0. So now with respect to this, these two entries are done. Let's look at Q1. Now after reading a 0, you are at Q1 and you can read some more zeros. You will still ensure the pattern 0, 1, 1 is ensured. So which means delta of Q1 comma 0 is Q1 and delta of Q1 comma 1 is Q2. Now with respect to this, for each symbol in sigma, the transition is defined. Now let's look at Q2. Now at Q2, if you read a 1, we move here. Suppose I read a 0, where should I go? Now the first question is, can I stay here? For example, something like this. On reading a 0, can I loop here? Suppose this happens, then look at this string x equals 0, 1, then 0, 0, going through this twice, then this. This is accepted by DFA if you have a loop on 0 at Q2. But this is invalid string. This does not have 0, 1, 1. But this string is invalid and must be rejected. Correct? So which means going through this is not correct. Okay. So now the moment you read a 0, you can read some more zeros and followed by 1 1. So which means the moment you read a 0, you should ensure the pattern 1 1 is followed. So I should not loop, I should go back. So let me go back to this. Now if I go back to this, what happens? You come here, then you immediately ensure 1 1 is ensured, or you can read some more zeros followed by 1 1. Correctly, yeah? So you may ask, why should I go here? Can't I go to this place? So Q0, 0, Q1, 1, Q2. Let's assume Q2 comma 0, you have this. Okay. So then look at this string. 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, so this is a valid string because it is having this pattern. Now if you, in case you allow Q2 comma 0 like this, then what happens? To start with, I will be here, and then I will go to Q1, Q1 comma 1, I go to Q2, and Q2 comma 0, I will be at Q0, and Q0 comma 1 says Q0, Q0 comma 1 says Q0, then you are at Q0, but we know Q0 is not part of F, therefore you say you reject X. But X is a valid string. X is a valid string being rejected by DFA, which is incorrect. So why is this happening? If you go here, you are forcing the automaton to read one more 0 before it sees a pattern. But things like this can happen. 0, 1, 0, I can immediately see 1, 1 without seeing another 0. So which is why this is not correct. Okay. So this is not allowed. This is not allowed. This is perfect. Okay, so this is how you have to reason out when you try constructing a DFA, and wherein when you branch from this, so should I take Q2 comma 0 to Q1, or self loop at Q2, or to Q0, and you will have to explore each of them, and only one will be correct. The other things you will have to reason out and find out, will it accept a string which should be rejected, or will it reject a string that should be accepted. So such exploration is something you have to do. Okay. Now with respect to Q2, both are defined. Delta of Q2 comma 0 is Q1, delta of Q2 comma 1 is Q3. Now on the similar line, I am at Q3, I wish to read a 0. If I read a 0, the pattern says you should ensure 1 1. You can read some more zeros, but you should ensure pattern 1 1 is ensured. So what I do, I come to this. Now you read a 1, but when you read a 1, you cannot stay here because this pattern will not be ensured, and when you come here, still the pattern will not be ensured because you may get 0 1 1 1 1, and I should not come here, still the pattern will not be ensured, which means the moment you read a 1, you are forced to read a 0. You are reading a 1, unless you read a 0 followed by 1 1, you cannot find or you cannot accept a valid string. So on 1 I come back to this. Okay, so let me repeat. On reading a 0, pattern says it should end with 0 1 1. So you force the automaton to read 1 1. It can read some more zeros. That is offered by Q1. On the similar line, you read a 1. When you read a 1, you have lost that pattern. So which means you have to again read 0 followed by 1 1. Now you may ask, can I go to Q1 and read a 0 through this? But that may not happen. If you go to Q1, you may still read a 1, another 1 and accept the string, and which is invalid. You may accept a string ending with triple 1 if you come to Q1. So which means the moment you read a 1, you should force the automaton to go through the pattern 0 1 1 again. So if you want to force the automaton to go through the pattern 0 1 1 again, naturally you should come back to Q0, which will ensure 0 1 1 is read again. So delta of Q3 comma 0 is Q0, sorry Q1. Delta of Q3 comma 1 is Q0. Now it's clear that Q cross sigma for each state and each symbol in sigma, the transition is well defined. So and all of them are unique, which means it is a deterministic finite automaton. Deterministic finite automaton says for each one the image is unique. The definition of function says for each entry in Q cross sigma, the function must be well defined. Okay, so you will have to carefully reason out what will happen if you have Q3 comma 0 moving to Q0 or Q3 comma 0 moving to Q2 and so on. Okay, suppose this happens, Q3 comma 0, if delta of Q3 comma 0 is say Q0, Q3 comma 0, suppose it is like this, then what happens? 0 1 1 and followed by 0 1 1. So this is a valid string. This will be rejected by the automaton. So 0 1 1, you are here and you say for Q3 comma 0 you come back to Q0, which means you will be at Q0. For these two you will be at Q0. Then you will say you are at Q0. You say reject the string, but it is a valid string. Correct? So something that should be accepted will be rejected by the automaton if you have transition to this. So the idea is this: the moment you read a 0, you come to the closest state, and with that you can read 1 1 because the pattern says 0 1 1. It means the moment you read a 0, you should look for 1 1. The moment you read 1, it means the previous pattern is lost. So you should again start from 0 1 1. When you read a 0, you can read some more zeros. Nothing wrong. But you should ensure that after this, you should have 1 1. The moment you read a 1, whatever you have read so far, that is lost. So you will have to reset the counter and look for 0 1 1 again. Only then you can ensure strings accepted by the automaton as this pattern 0 1 1. Now when you are here, you read a 0, you go to the closest state. Closest state is Q1. With that you can read 1 1. If you go here, it is bit far off. You may reject a string which is supposed to be accepted by the automaton. Okay. So keep this in mind when you design automaton. There are couple of things to note. One, you focus on base string and construct an automaton for base string. With that, try filling other entries. You will eventually end up getting a minimum deterministic finite automaton. And when you define transition on 0 and 1 and go to the closest state, which will ensure this pattern. Okay, so keep this in mind when you design automaton. Let us attempt one more deterministic finite automaton for this language. So Q0, reading a 0, we go to Q1. Reading a 1, we go to Q2. Reading a 1, we go to Q3. Now what I do when I read a 1, let me go to some other state, say Q4. Then I continue to read some more ones staying here. Now when I read a 0, I want to ensure the pattern 1 1 is ensured. So just after a 0, I force the automaton to read 1 1. Now after reading a 0, it can read some more zeros. So let me do this. Then after reading a 1, I go to Q2. Then I may read a 0. Then everything else remains the same. Then when I read a 0, we have come here. When I read a 1, I go here. Now when I read a 0, force the automaton to read 1 1. And when you read a 1, you should force the automaton to read 0. So for example, I'm here and I'm reading a 1. Where should I go? Either I can go here or I can go here. Okay. But that's where you have to take a call. So now I'm here, I'm reading a 1. When I read a 1, if I go here, I will be forced to take a 0 followed by 1 1. Or I can read some more zeros followed by 1 1. When I come here, I can even read some more ones. After that, I take a 0. Okay. So let me come over here and read some more ones if required. Then read a 0 followed by 1 1. Okay. But in case I go to this part, okay, if I go to this part, now what happens? You come over here, then you want to read a 0, yes, you can read and go. You want to read a 1, yes, you can read a 1. And with this, what happens? You can read further ones and then take a 0 followed by this. So for this you have two possibilities. Either you can come over here or you can come here. In both, it is ensured after this you can read a 0 followed by 1 1, 0 followed by 1 1, or you can read couple of more ones. The moment you read a 1, the pattern is lost, so you are forced to read a 0. Similarly, you stay here and read couple of more ones, pattern is lost, you are forced to read 0 1 1. Okay. So now With respect to Q0, 0 and 1 is defined. With respect to Q1, 0 and 1 is defined. And with respect to Q2, 0 is defined, 1 is defined. With respect to Q3, 0 is defined, 1 is defined. Q4, 0 is defined, 1 is defined. And for each of them, it is exactly one output. So which means this is a deterministic finite automaton. You can also get one more automaton, deterministic in nature, wherein Q3 comma 1, instead of going to Q4, it goes to Q0. Okay, and everything else remains the same. So now this tells you that this one is not minimum in terms of number of states. If you look at it, this has 5 states, this has 4 states, and anything below is not possible, because if you want to accept this string, you need at least 4. Anything below is not possible. That itself justifies that this is indeed a minimum DFE. Okay. So case studies like this, let's explore.